Hey guys, it's Adam here from Vlogging Life, your Saturday entertainment. At least I'll try to be entertaining. Figured I'd come out in the garage and shoot this one. Have a little cigarette party by myself. Smoke them if you got them. If you don't smoke, don't start. So anybody who knows me knows that I'm heavily into tech. And if you watch my vlogs, you'll know that I work for an internet service provider. So normally, I come across some really interesting people. Not just at work, even when I do tech calls, or when people call me up to troubleshoot their problems. Let me tell you, once you get into tech and you start talking to people, even just online talking to people, it amazes me how poorly educated society has become. Let's for instance talk about grammar. Grammar is now shot to shit, okay? When was the last time you received a text message from somebody and they actually said your, as in you are, but they actually spelled it as YOU''RE? For me, it's been a long friggin' time. I had a friend send me a message. I was supposed to head over to his place. He sent me the letter R, the letter U, coming, CUMMINOVA, are you coming over? Like, oh, are you freaking serious, bud? Are you freaking serious? Are you actually typing that like that? Like, I can understand a text message, it's on a little phone, you got a freaking little type, it's kind of hard, but, you know, when you say it like that, kind of disturbing, and I don't know, kind of lazy. I find that society nowadays has gotten really lazy. People have gotten really stupid. It really annoys me. Like, for instance, you want to check out a good movie that's a good example. Go check out Idiocracy. Holy shit. When I watched that movie the first time, I was like, you know what? This is a funny friggin' movie. I like this. And then it kind of clicked in my head. Holy shit, this isn't a movie. This is a documentary. This is happening now. People are getting dumber by the second. Like, I had a guy call me, a friend of my dad's, and his computer wouldn't turn on. This is a classic one. Calls me up, he's like,
hey there, Adam, my computer, it won't fire up. I tried everything there and it just won't work.
Like, okay, when you press the power button, what happens?
Nothing there, it does not work.
So I'm like, well, I don't know, do you have it plugged in?
Bang there, I checked that, and sure enough, it's plugged in there.
Okay, make sure the wire's attached to the back of the unit. Like, do you hear anything when you press the button?
Bang there, no, not really. I don't really hear anything there. I don't know what the problem could be.
And I asked him, I'm like, is it plugged into the wall or is it plugged into a power bar?
Bang into a power bar.
Is the power bar turned on?
Oh, bang, call yes.
Sure enough, he didn't have the friggin' power bar turned on. You know, it's things like that. And it's like they call me because they just can't figure it out, and it's common sense. If you have no power, it's not going to turn on. But obviously for some people, common sense has lost them a long friggin' time ago, and people wonder why I smoke. I think my personal favorite is when you ask somebody what their phone number is and they can't tell you. How do you not know your own phone number? Honestly, how can you not know your own phone number? I can understand. No, I can't. I can't understand that. It's your phone number. It's the number that you were given when you bought your phone. It's the number that you give out to people so they can call you. If you don't know your own phone number, that tells me one of two things. One, you have the memory of a friggin' goldfish. Two, you have no friends. You don't give out your phone number ever. Like, I don't expect people who call me for troubleshooting to know the inner workings of Windows or to know, you know, the specs of their computer. But when I ask them what version of Windows they have, the answer shouldn't be yes. So, Jean-Francois, what version of Windows do you have? Yes. Come on. No. What version are you running Windows? Like, frick, come on. And then you start with well, you're running what? Windows XP, 2000? Are you running friggin' Vista, Windows 7? Oh, that one. Okay, I just named off like 5 different versions, bud. Which one is it? Like, come on. Work with me here. Frustrations of being a tech, let me tell you. My personal favorite. Anybody out there who is good with computers, you can agree with this. If you're a computer technician, you now know how to operate every piece of electronics in the world. This is a true story. You can now operate every single piece of tech that exists in the world. I get called all the time about the weirdest things. Buddy buys a new TV. Can't figure out why picture-in-picture's turned on. Doesn't know how to turn it off. Calls me. Brand spanking new. Brand new model. Just on the market. Can't figure out how to turn off picture-in-picture. And I'm supposed to know this. So I just go with the logics. I'm like, well, is there a PIP button on the remote? Yeah, there is. Did you try pressing it? Sure enough, gives her a hit. PMP gone. Picture-in-picture turns off. Oh, problem solved. The biggest problem is People don't want to read the manual. If they just RTFM, we wouldn't have that problem. But they don't want to do that. They'd rather call somebody, get instructed. And then when you instruct them, they don't retain it. Sure enough, it happens again. Picture-in-picture's turned back on. My buddy calls me and he's like, dude, it happened again. Friggin' picture-in-picture's back on. I don't know what to do. I'm like, get your remote. Hit the picture-in-picture button. Problem solved. Oh man, you're a friggin' genius. So what does that make you? Like, really? RTFM, guys. It's all you gotta do. It's awesome. You read the manual, you can figure everything out. It's amazing. Another thing I'm finding really bad about society in general. You remember when we were kids? Well, if you're my age, I'm 32 years old. When I would go to elementary school, for instance, there was a rule about dress code. If you're wearing shorts, they were only allowed to be 1 finger length, which is actually, I think it was the pinky finger. 1 pinky finger away from the knee. From the top of your knee, that's as short of shorts you're allowed to wear. Now there's kids in like grade 3 and 4 wearing these little prissy friggin' Paris Hilton booty shorts with their asses hanging out. That's disturbing. That's where society's going. You look at the toys we had when we were kids, and even the girls have when they're kids. You know, Barbie. Yeah, Barbie was kind of nasty, kind of dirty, right? But look what they have now. Friggin' brats. What the hell's that? It's disgusting. It's like short-skirted little girls. Like, what the frig, man? What the frig? And look what kids have for role models nowadays. Friggin' Lindsay Lohan. Yeah, there's a friggin' winner for you. Kesha. Have you ever heard that chick talk? Have you ever actually listened to one of her interviews? Holy shit. She is just dumb. Can't deal with it. Just can't friggin' deal with it. Even the music today. The music today is horrible. It's like if any moron can sing like nickel crack and they have a guitar player that can play 3 chords, they got a friggin' band. They're set. You know, you get the music from back in the day where, you know, you actually had that rock and guitar solo and it took a lot of effort to produce an album. But now you got these morons out there who shit out friggin' music. It's all like oots, 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 and they're like singing and auto-tuning the piss out of it, and it sounds like a friggin' piece of crap, and yet it sells millions. What does that tell you about society? And let's talk about TV shows while we're at it. Holy crap. What the hell is going on there, eh? You know, I remember when I was young watching sitcoms and watching TV shows. You had cool shit. You know, like Knight Rider in 1982, not that 2008 bullshit. Oh my god, that was a piece of train wrecked shit. Oh, I hated that. But you watch the old 1982 Knight Rider with David Hasselhoff. Yeah, I kind of got his hair going on here. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna get that cut soon. But you watch the old 1982 Knight Rider, and you actually had a storyline. Yeah, you had some piss poor acting for the time. You know, it was kind of bad acting, but you had a storyline and you had some decent stuff. You watch a movie or a show like Magnum P.I., that was decent. You watch Miami Vice, that was decent. You know, even the old sitcoms, like, well, Full House was kind of bullshit because, you know, it was like, that was stupid. They actually had better choice of shows out there. And then you get TV now. It's all reality TV, like Survivor, friggin' Big Brother. I know a lot of people out there probably like these shows because they like the drama that they bring. But seriously, all I gotta say, guys, is the world's going to hell. It's one great big shit sandwich. We all gotta take a bite, it seems. What can I say? It's pretty cocked, but what can you do? Seems a lot of things have changed over time. Like, I remember going to school when I was young. We had to do math. You brought a calculator into class, you were kicked out of class. No calculators. You're doing it on paper. You're learning straight up how to do math with your head, not a computer. Nowadays, I couldn't believe this. My friend's daughter was going into grade 2, and on her school list was a calculator because they don't cover math where you actually have to think. They don't do multiplication tables anymore. So you go to some like I think it was in grade 3 we learned how to multiply, and you learned the multiplication tables. So, you know, 3 times 3 is 9, and 6 times 9 is 54. You learn that. You get that embedded in here. So then when they drop the big numbers on you, they teach you how to multiply the big numbers. You know, stack them on top of each other and friggin' do the bullshit and come out with your number. You're good to go. Now what they teach you in school? Take these 2 numbers, punch them into a computer, hit equals, and holy shit, there's your answer. That doesn't make them smart. That just teaches them to use technology. What are we gonna do if one day technology no longer exists? Well, we're gonna have a lot of cavemen on our hands, aren't we? Or cave people, to be politically correct. It's just crazy. Well, sorry for the rant, guys. It's just a lot of shit's been driving me crazy lately, mainly with how dumb society's becoming. I think we all just need to friggin' pull up. We're gonna pile. That's my rant. Hopefully you found it entertaining. Maybe next weekend I'll do something a little more exciting. But as for me, that's all I got for you. Till next Saturday, guys. Take care.